Okay, so we'll start off. This card here, this one, and this one. Oh, okay, I can see a story already unfolding here. So the first card that you have is the Nine of Cups with Andromeda. So this is telling me something in your life has given you some sort of freedom. And maybe you were in a relationship and now that relationship is over and now you're single again. I don't want to kick anybody out of the room, but that's kind of what this means. Or it could also be metaphorical, like you were tied to a job that you hated and now you're released from that, or you're moving on to something else. Or it could be some sort of emotional entanglement or some sort of fear or complex that you've had that you're now free of, and you just feel like you're ready to enter a whole new world and the possibilities are just wide open. Okay, so this is a really good start to this reading, actually. Now, this next one is upside down, and it's the Two of Wands, and it's the Cetus card. And usually when this card is upright, it means that you are trying to create a bond with someone, but there's a challenge that's in the way. But with the card being upside down, it means to me that you will be able to create a bond with someone new and the challenges will not be in the way. It'll be something that comes to you very easily. It's going to be refreshing. It's going to be some sort of relationship that you're just very grateful for, because you're like, wow, finally something's not so hard when things have been really, really, really difficult lately. So this is a good card to start off with. And then this one just kind of sums it up as well, because you have the Two of Cups, but it is inverted. Which this is also emotionally, you're going to bond with someone, and it's inverted right now because maybe you're not in that relationship yet, or you haven't achieved it yet, but it is on its way. And it would mean that you need to first learn how to nurture another person, because this person who's coming your way is going to be a very nurturing soul, an old soul, and they are really going to need your openness and your communication. And maybe if you're not used to that, it's time to get used to that. And I think with the freedom that you're feeling right now, it's going to be a lot easier for you to get there. So that's the theme. It seems like it's around some sort of freedom, around a new bond or ability to make new relationships. And that's what I'm seeing. And also just again, I see that theme with Capricorn a lot, is always remember your nurturing nature, because it's kind of one of those things that's like lagging all the time with Capricorn. So, all right, let's see what else Uranus has to say. And so I'm going to use the Rider-Waite deck, and this is going to get personal. And it's going to expose some personal truth. So if you're ready to hear a personal truth, just type down below, I want to hear the truth. And it's going to basically open up this story and get a little bit deeper, okay? Let's see what's going on. Okay. I'm feeling that these cards are different than the ones that other signs have been getting, which is good, because I started to get really freaked out how like a lot of the cards were the same, but I don't know why I would, just because I know Uranus has these messages, and as long as I've been doing this, I'm still blown away, where I'm like, oh my God, these three cards keep coming up. But let's see what yours are. Okay, these are all completely different. Okay, completely different. All right. So the first card that you got was the Queen of Cups, and it's upright. So this tells me that you're emotionally ready, you're emotionally stable, you're sensitive right now, you're vulnerable right now. There's a lot going on with your emotions, where you've also been through the school of hard knocks in terms of your emotions. You really feel like you've dodged some bullets and now you're bulletproof. Like that's how you feel emotionally right now, which is really good going into a relationship. And then this card here, which is the Six of Swords, is a card of like moving on and despair, but it's upside down. So this tells me that you're past that. Like you've moved on and you're feeling better, you're doing better, and you're not really stuck in this state anymore where you feel like you're escaping from something, or pushing away from something, or turning away from something. Like you're now in a really good place because this card was upside down. I hope that's true for you, because it sounds really good, and that's a really good message from Uranus, letting you know that you're okay, that you're past this past that you have been through, and it's a good time for you, and that good things are on the way. And then that makes sense, because now you have this Page of Pentacles, meaning something new, something good, something's on the way. Like, love how these stories just play out so easily. But you know, the Page of Pentacles means that it's a new endeavor, could actually be something that's fulfilling some sort of monetary thing as well. Like if you have this lover that's coming your way, it could be that person combined with, you know, you and your income. Like you can start a new business, or something works out, or this could literally mean a new business is coming your way. Something new and fresh is on its way. So that's good, because this right here could have been some sort of upset, or some sort of really crazy transformation that you have to go through. But what the cards are telling me, and what Uranus is telling me, is that Capricorn, you've been through a lot already, and you've already made some sort of transformation, which actually really makes a lot of sense, because every time I've done a reading for you guys in the past, with that Saturn energy being in your sign, and you know, other planets piling up in your sign, that tells me that like you had to already make this big personal change. So you kind of ahead of the game of everybody else. So when Uranus comes around on August the 15th, you've already done a lot of soul searching, a lot of personal inner works, and all these things are bringing you to this new stage of fresh beginning. So even like old ways of doing things are going to be out, and new ways are going to be in. So, and that's typical of Capricorn, to always be like ahead of the game. So yeah, makes a lot of sense, because you guys just, you know, you had a little help from Saturn, but also it makes sense even in business wise, like you guys are usually ahead of the game. So let's see what else we have. So if this resonated with you, please type down below, that was awesome, or that resonated, or whatever. It would be really nice. And let's see what is next. So this next set of cards is going to be energy cards, and these are going to be blessings from Uranus. So if you want to hear some blessings, please type down below. Give me a blessing, Uranus. And let's see what is going to happen here. This is basically the energy that you need to continue on with in the month of August, or the blessings or messages coming your way, okay? So if you want some good energy, type down below, I want good energy, and let's see what's going on. Oh, this all makes sense. Oh, yes, this makes sense. Okay, so the first card that you got was the adjacent possibilities. So now that you're free, you're kind of a free agent, there's all of these possibilities coming at you, and you may not know where to turn or where to go, but you know, I think that you've got a good head on your shoulders. Capricorns always do. So you're going to weigh the possibilities, and you're going to pick the best one. So Uranus is saying, okay, I'm going to present you in the month of August with some possibilities, and you figure out what's the best one. And this could even relate to the relationship that might be coming your way, or the new business opportunity, or a new job, or something of that nature. And the next card is the Journey card, and it's also upright, meaning that you've been inside for too long. It's time for you to go on your journey. Even one of these adjacent possibilities could put you on a business trip, or a vacation somewhere where you can think, or somewhere where a new opportunity presents itself, or even just going back on a journey to visit some old friends or something. It's going to be something that brings you an enlightenment, though, something you can use. All right, and then the last card that you got, which is the blessing, is the garden and the gate. So when this person or this child here is looking over the gate, they don't want to leave the gate, because that's their security. It's where they've known, where they've grown, where they have been, and it's something familiar, but then they know that if they venture out the gate and maybe take one of these adjacent possibilities, there's some of their security may be lost. They don't really know, is this new thing right for me? And I know Capricorn, you guys are super into security. You're super into, I mean, if you're a risk taker, that's kind of the negative, one of what we would consider like a negative quality or a personality trait of a Capricorn, meaning that you're so risk averse that you take risks just to see what would happen. But in this particular situation, it's like you're using your Capricorn head and saying, no, I really don't know if I want to leave this my security that I have right now to try something new. But that's where you have to use, your best estimate of risk and say to yourself, and you guys can do that, you're good risk calculators, and say, look, if I move here, or if I take this new opportunity, or if I move in with this new person, then what is that going to look like? Have I known them long enough? Do I know this person that I'm going to be working for? Do I like the area? There's going to be a lot of this back and forth of just trying to figure out. I would say make that a bunch of pros and cons list, pros and cons, pros and cons, and just fill it out. And then that way you can sense, okay, should I stay? Should I go? Because that's what it looks like here, is that you're going to have a lot of possibilities that may take you out of your comfort zone, which is great because, I mean, this is moving on kind of stuff, and you're ahead of the game. So I really like this message, and I hope it resonates with you. Maybe your mind's already cycling on some of this stuff, and if it is, let me know. Say, this hit home, Jen, or type something and let me know what's going on with you, because the more engagement that I get, the more I get to know you guys. And I would love for you to subscribe to my channel if you would. And if you did like the message, please, hit the like button, and then just, come back next time, because I really love to bring these messages. That's what I do. I'm a sextilineum Libra, so love and light and understanding, okay?